What's going on, guys? Welcome back to hashtag GSM for GM Season 4, Episode 11 here in WWE 2K25, MyGM Mode. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Hope you guys are doing well. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana tonight for the post-SummerSlam SmackDown. We're going to be watching, or rather booking, Naomi versus Tegan Nox. I believe the rubber match between the two, or maybe the long-awaited rematch. We've had a couple matches between them already, at least one. I'll have to go back and check that out. I know Tegan Nox beat Naomi on the post-Clash of the Castle SmackDown, and I believe Naomi had beaten Tegan back on week 2, looking back on my notes. So we're going to be running that back here tonight. Naomi is the new #1 contender to the WWE Women's Championship against Becky Lynch, who we will hear from on the show, as well as Gunther, the United States Champion. Charlotte Flair taking on the debuting Chelsea Green in just a regular old matchup. Liv Morgan, who is currently feuding with Charlotte Flair, will attempt to interfere. Ilja Dragunov will battle AJ Styles here tonight. This is a #1 contenders match for the United States Championship. Will either Dragunov or Styles get one step closer to challenging for that title? Seth Rollins and Balor both have their respective claims at the next shot of the undisputed WWE Championship. Rollins will interrupt Balor, and that will set up a #1 contenders match for next week. And tonight, Roman Reigns in the main event will take on Javon Evans for the first time ever. Roman Reigns coming off his win over Seth Rollins at SummerSlam in Last Man Standing action, only to be interrupted by the returning Jey Uso here on SmackDown, who has a bone to pick with Roman Reigns from the feud they had a few years ago here on the Blue brand. He's back, and he's going right for Roman Reigns. So I'm looking forward to the show. We're going to be watching Ilja Dragunov and AJ Styles after the excellent match that they had in tag team action a couple of weeks ago here on SmackDown. We're watching a lot of the U.S. Championship stuff, but that's just because I'm not doing interference in the matches, and also because the matches are fucking awesome. So that's another reason why. But I think we're good otherwise. Power card stuff, I think we're not using or buying any of that stuff tonight. And on the end of last week's episode, we had just hired Chelsea Green and Jey Uso for a brief period, so we'll see if they stick around. But yeah, we'll confirm booking and get right into it. Like I said, we're watching Ilja and AJ here tonight. Confirm booking. All right, so we're going to simulate this matchup. Naomi is the #1 contender to the WWE Women's Championship, so bit of an important match here. Tegan Nox actually just lost to Becky Lynch at SummerSlam in the renewal of the rivalry, and a very good match, mind you. Let's see, simulate matchup here. 2, 3. Tegan Nox knocks off the #1 contender to the championship. Interesting. So I don't really know if this changes anything. Maybe we could do Tegan and Becky one more time on SmackDown maybe next week, and if Tegan wins, she can enter the championship match. I kind of like that stipulation. We could do Tegan and Becky one more time on SmackDown next week. If she wins, she is entered into the triple threat for the WWE Women's Championship. Becky's promo popularity down too. We did make $18,000. That's nice, I suppose. 2, 3. Charlotte Flair knocks off Chelsea Green in her in-ring debut here on SmackDown. Liv Morgan attacking Charlotte afterward. Gunther popularity up 3 as the United States Champion. Love to see it. And we're watching this match, Ilja Dragunov and AJ Styles. I labeled this a #1 contenders match for the United States Championship. I don't think we can really get away with doing another unofficial #1 contenders match. We did that a couple of weeks ago with Javon Evans and Ilja Dragunov, I think 2 weeks ago here on the show. And that was kind of my way to see, okay, who's getting the next shot. And I didn't want to officially label it a #1 contenders match because I would love to do a fatal 4-way for the title. The issue is Javon Evans at this point has been beaten by all 3 men one-on-one. And I fucking miss Ilja Dragunov, by the way. Hopefully he's back in King of the Ring in real life next week on Raw. Would love to see it. Skip scene. All right, here we go. Yeah, so Javon Evans, oh man, going right to it, an immediate dropkick from AJ. AJ, Javon Evans, Ilja, and Gunther would have been to play, but Javon Evans really hasn't done anything lately to earn a shot. He did earlier on in the season, earlier on in the year, knocking off Gunther in non-title action and racking up key wins, I believe, over Finn Balor. Ooh, okay. Both missing each other there. But in the last couple of weeks, he failed to beat Gunther for the United States Championship. He lost to AJ Styles, I think, the week or two after that. And then he also lost to Ilja Dragunov last week on SmackDown. So I think that his involvement in the title picture is kind of over for the time being. And at the very least, it might be a triple threat. I know we did Gunther and Ilja several weeks ago, and Gunther beat Ilja. But Ilja is in hot pursuit of that prestigious prize, and he might be able to, earn an opportunity at the championship if he's able to beat AJ Styles here tonight. But AJ has his own claim at the title. In addition to helping beat Gunther win that tag team match, or not beat Gunther, but helping Gunther win the tag team match against the Raw Superstars at SummerSlam this past weekend, which I guess we are including in the canon, because I played the matches and they won, whatever. The fuck is AJ doing? Just do a move. There we go. Takedown there from AJ. But in addition to helping Gunther win the tag team match inside Hell in a Cell against the Raw Superstars at SummerSlam this past weekend, he's also helped Gunther win a tag team match against Ilja and Javon Evans, actually pinning Ilja in that matchup, and those two having amazing chemistry. He's also knocked off Javon Evans one-on-one, Tyler Bate one-on-one. AJ's racked up a lot of wins since unsuccessfully challenging CM Punk for the WWE Championship back at Clash of the Castle. So he instead shifted his sights to the United States Championship, and so far has had a lot of success in the last couple of weeks. And he's already told Gunther, we're allies for now, but when it comes down to it, there might come a time where I'm gunning for your gold. Nice drop kick there from AJ as Dragunov comes off the ropes. And either match would be awesome. Neither man has yet to hold the Intercontinental or United States Championship here on SmackDown. I say either one because the Intercontinental Championship we had here on SmackDown for the first 7 years of our canon, the first 6 years, and now in the 7th year it's been rebranded as the United States Championship. But Gunther's reign remains. After beating Javon Evans to retain the championship recently. Getting the belt back from Damian Priest at WrestleMania as we ended year 6 here in the game. Pretty dominant IC title reign even before that. Gunther is a 3-time Intercontinental/United States champion. He's been extremely dominant in this scene for the last 2 years here on SmackDown. Knocking off Rey Mysterio 2 years ago to win the belt. Forearm from Dragunov to AJ. And then losing it to LA Knight. Kind of fluky fashion before getting it back from AJ, or not AJ, but rather LA Knight soon after. Yeah, he is knocked off. It's been a who's who of people that Gunther has beaten to retain that championship, from Trick Williams to Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, Javon Evans, Damian Priest, among others. CM Punk even, we did that match last year here on the show. Oh man, nice neck breaker there from AJ. Gunther has been as dominant as they have come here on the Blue brand. Nice backbreaker combination there from AJ Styles. Going with the calf crusher now. This could be enough to submit Ilja Dragunov as he wrenches it in. There it is. And he lets go of the hold. He just wants to inflict more punishment and pain on Ilja so he can set up for the phenomenal forearm. Can he connect? And he does. No, he misses. Dragunov gets out of the way. Just barely moving out of the way so AJ does not connect with that phenomenal forearm. And he capitalizes by smacking him over the back. Oh, and AJ reverses. Beautiful running power slam there from Dragunov. This has been an extremely competitive contest. Oh, chop fest. Oh, okay. Yeah, boom! Land him right back in the back of his head. Attack of the arm. Dragunov to the top rope, or to the middle rope, rather. He's setting up AJ now. Boom! Nice crossbody. Dragunov riding a wave of momentum. A former WWE champion here on the show. I actually take that back. He is a former Intercontinental champion. I totally forgot about that. He actually traded the title back and forth with Sami Zayn during their very long-running storyline here on SmackDown in the early years of the Blue brand. Former tag team champion, Intercontinental champion. And the IC championship is basically the United States championship, but the United States championship itself he's actually never held. Oh! The running headbutt, he pins AJ. Here's the pin. 2. Oh, and a kick out at 2. Dragunov hitting his finisher out of nowhere. That running Marceau headbutt. And it not being enough to put the phenomenal one away. What more does he have to do to put AJ Styles down for the count? This could be it. The power bomb just dropping him right down to the mat.
What makes him truly special there.
Might have to bring him right to the center of the ring to pin him. And he does. Here we go. Was it enough? 2. And it is. Ilja Dragunov knocks off AJ Styles, who has been unbeaten for the last several weeks here on SmackDown, to earn the next shot at the United States Championship. It is now official. Ilja Dragunov, Gunther, one-on-one once more for the United States title. And that match will be coming up extremely soon here on SmackDown. I'll probably wait until the next pay-per-view, Hell in the Cell. I mean, a fucking pay-per-view of Gunther and Ilja would be pretty sick, and then whatever Punk does on the show. So I'll probably end up doing that. Siobhan Evans battling Roman Reigns, the ultimate underdog, does fall short, but Jey Uso comes out afterward to lay out Roman Reigns. He has returned to SmackDown. And we don't give a fuck about Raw. Why is Ivar the Intercontinental Champion? That's interesting. Not a bad show. Some decent ratings there. We made $76,000. That's always a good sign. All right, so let's book this show. Nick Aldis still well ahead of us. I mean, not by that much. They're really just winning by like 26,000 people. Not even 19,000. Clearly canty mouth. Gainesville, Georgia tonight. You know, we might do Gunther and AJ tonight. I might do Gunther and AJ. Because AJ's a heel, but he's going to be in babyface mode tonight. I kind of like that. Try to ensure your opening match and your next main event, or your main event, are both stronger than the mid-card match next to them. The crowd wants to see a show start on a high and end on a high. AJ says, good old Gainesville. Time to give my adoring fans what they want. I'd better be on the card tonight, or there will be hell to pay William. That's probably the plan. Balor says, I'm clearly the best superstar at SmackDown, and I imagine the crowd might be getting bored of seeing me win so easily every week. I need a bigger test, one that suits my superior skills. I want to go up against both Uso and Seth this week. I don't mean in a tag team match. I want a triple threat or a fatal four-way against them. Interesting. We were going to just do Seth. I kind of like that, to be honest. I was going to do Seth and Finn one-on-one, but he's already asking for it. I kind of like a triple threat. What has Jay done to earn an opportunity? Nothing, but he's back here on SmackDown. So, I mean, is that not enough of a reason? And we can save Seth and Finn for later on? I like that. So let's have Roman call out Jay, actually. We will watch that triple threat here on the show. Punk is off for the time being. We'll have Roman call out Jay. He will do a regular triple threat. Let's see. So we will do Seth, or Seth? Seth, Finn, and Jey Uso. Tonight, number 1 contenders match. The winner will face CM Punk, most likely at Hell in the Cell for the WWE Championship. I like that a lot. So Liv wants a rematch with Charlotte, who she has never been able to beat. You will also get a self-promo here tonight from Chelsea Green. Although she debuted last week, wants to introduce herself to the audience. All right, so I like the idea of doing Gunther and AJ. I mentioned that before. And we're not watching this match, so we can't have Ilja get involved. I like that. 2 more matches to do. Or what did I say? Becky and Tegan? Becky and Tegan is what I said, did I not? So who else do we have? We have Jimmy Uso and Tyler Bate. Didn't Jimmy Uso beat... Yeah, he beat Tyler Bate back in week 4. Looking at my notes now. Have we done Javon Evans and Jimmy Uso? I'm not sure if we have. Let's see. I'm looking back at my notes. We haven't had Jimmy Uso in action for a bit, actually. It's been a few weeks. No, we haven't done that yet. So let's do that, actually. We'll do Javon Evans and Jimmy Uso. I mean, we could save the Becky and Tegan match. We could put Charlotte in another match here tonight. Maybe with Tegan? And then what do we do with Becky and Naomi? That's the question. Yeah, I guess we'll leave... We could leave Charlotte off. She's getting called out by Liv, so we'll leave her be. I'm just trying to think. Maybe we can have Tegan. I don't know. I don't want to have Naomi. I was thinking of maybe doing Naomi and Charlotte, but I don't really want Naomi to lose again. If we don't have to do that. So maybe we can do Becky and Tegan tonight. I was going to save that for like a big main event or something like that, but I kind of like the idea of doing it tonight. Interference from Naomi. I mean, we're not going to watch it because we're going to have Naomi get involved. All right, so not a title match, but it will be a falls count or an underground. I want to do that at some point. Referee, no, because I feel like that doesn't make sense. Extreme Rules. Falls count anywhere. I like Extreme Rules. Falls count anywhere doesn't really make sense. Just given the nature of the feud. Steel cage, no, because interference wouldn't make sense in that, right? Backstage brawl, casket, no. So I guess we'll do Extreme Rules. I suppose that makes sense. All right, this is a stacked show, to be honest with you. I was going to wait to do this match until next week, but whatever happens with Becky and Naomi, we'll probably do in the go-home show anyway. And if Tegan gets added, then, we'll still do that match on the go-home show. We will not wait until the pay-per-view to do it. And that's in 2 weeks. So we could just do a promo with them next week, with whoever calling out whoever, and then do the match in 2 weeks. So I kind of like that. I like that. We'll do that match in 2 weeks, whatever it be, whatever it ends up being, a triple threat or just a singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. So we will do that tonight. It will not be the main event. We have a lot of good matches tonight. Javon Evans and Jimmy Uso obviously being the exception. But, that's a fine match to do. Javon Evans attempting to get back on track here. He was not on the show last week, was he not? Looking at the show. Oh, no, he was. How could I forget? We literally just booked the show and he lost to. Well, actually, you know what? This match makes sense. This match makes sense. We could say Jimmy Uso got involved. And Jimmy Uso got involved. And that's why he lost the match to Roman Reigns. So actually, you know what? This match does make sense. It's not that random after all. I like that a lot. Gunther and AJ, we were always going to do this time, just not for the championship. But it is in AJ's home state. So he'll be the fan favorite here with Ilja Dragunov getting involved. Maybe sitting in on a commentary. Liv Morgan calls out Charlotte for another opportunity. We will do that match in 2 weeks on SmackDown because there are feuds already at a level 4. We will do one more match between them in 2 weeks. And that will not wait until the pay-per-view. So our go-home show, we'll do Liv and Charlotte. We'll do whatever the other women's title match is. Maybe open with this and close with that because that's the bigger feud. I suppose we'll see. We will hear from Chelsea Green here tonight, Becky Lynch and Tegan Nox, and an Extreme Rules match. If Tegan can beat Becky, she will earn entry into the WWE Women's Championship match in 2 weeks here on SmackDown. Roman Reigns, obviously not thrilled with the return of Jey Uso, has been added to the main event to crown a new #1 contender to the WWE Championship. So, I want to actually, we have a Hell in the Cell pay-per-view coming up. One of those matches should be inside Hell in the Cell. And, maybe we'll do Ilja and Gunther on SmackDown and then save Roman and Jey for inside Hell in the Cell. Because I feel like that being a Hell in the Cell match makes sense given their prior history. And then we could do whatever the WWE title match is. Unless Jey wins, Jey might win. And if Jey wins, it might have to be Punk, Roman, and Jey in a triple threat and not Punk and Jey one-on-one. because Roman has beaten Seth on back-to-back pay-per-views in recent weeks, so I feel like that makes sense. But we will be watching this match on next week's show. I'm looking forward to it. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Jey Uso in a number one contenders triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Really strong show. Already looking forward to watching it next week here on #GSM4GM. So thank you guys for watching this episode of the show. Be sure to like the video, drop a comment, share the video, subscribe. All the support is greatly appreciated. Consider signing up for a WrestleRant All Access Pass, $5 a month today. We'll get you a ton of different perks. More information on that in the description box. More WWE 2K gameplay also available in the playlist, also available in the description box down below, so check that out. That's about it, folks. Have an awesome one. I'm Graham GSM Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.